Hi guys, Medium Patricia here. Hope you had a good, safe holiday weekend over the 4th of July. Um, I had a lot of time to sit and meditate and check in on a few of my favorite mediums that I follow also. And it occurred to me that there was a new video involved in that, coming from that. But first, let me say that everything that I tell you on these videos is my own opinion, it's my own thoughts, and it's just subject to discussion. It's not anything concrete or solid in any way. It's just my own opinions, it's just my own thoughts, and it's from what I've gathered from experiences. If you like this video, please give us a like below and subscribe, and if you want to hit the bell, it will notify you when I put a new video up also. And if you give us a like and subscribe, it does help the channel get seen by more people, and more people get messages out of it. So let me just dive right in with this thought I came across when I was checking out some of my favorite mediums I also follow. Have been my whole life. I mean, even before I knew I was able to do it myself. But I came across a video and I was watching it, and then down in the remarks, I noticed a lot of mean content, postings of mean things about mediums being crooks and making money off of people's grief and all that other stuff. So I thought I'd just make a video and let you know a little bit about what it is we do. And I do believe it is God's work. I'm sorry if you don't believe that. That's up to you. I mean, you have your own opinions, but I know from my own experiences that I have helped a lot of people get through very, very hard losses. And I do believe it's brought a lot of people back closer to God and more faithful than anything. And as far as being the money thing, I mean, for myself, I don't believe it should be about the money, but God does want us to have the things we need. So that is one of the reasons I do charge a small fee when I do private readings. But the other reason is so that I am not overwhelmed with people wanting my time, because believe me, it would be everybody be knocking down my door if I didn't charge at least a little something. So I mean, most people that say that this is not true, that people can't really do this, they have no idea. They have no idea because it's never happened to them. But the reality is everybody has the ability to hear those in spirit and to hear Jesus. Some people are aware of it, some people aren't. And it really isn't that hard. I mean, I've always had an intuition. I always knew when something bad was going to happen. I always felt spirit around me, but I just didn't know what it was until I had a tragic loss myself. When my grandson passed away tragically from drowning at 4 years old, honestly, I don't think my daughter and her husband and myself and my husband would have ever gotten through that without a medium. This was before I actually knew I could help others with it. I didn't know I was going to lose him. I kept feeling that I was going to lose this child all along. I kept talking about it, but there's nothing you can do when it's your time to go. So, but anyway, I had a tragic loss, like the people that I do readings for, and I'm telling you right now, my daughter would have never made it through without a medium. The doctors, all they wanted to do was pump her up with pills, antidepressants, and everything else, and I know for a fact that would have made things worse. The thing that gets us through is being able to talk to those in spirit and knowing without a doubt, because of the things they say, that it is them, because there's some of the stuff that comes up. There's no way you can look it up. There's no way you could know if you don't know the person. It's very intimate things, silly things at times, but most I would say most of my clients that have had a reading at least walk away knowing that there is life after death and God is real, and that we need to prepare ourselves for that. We need to be worthy of that life after death. I'm not really sure about hell. My decision on hell is still out. The jury's still out on that. I have seen lots of videos of people who claim that they've been to hell and back. So I wouldn't say no, there is no hell. But as far as I'm concerned, the only people I talk to are those that are in spirit, that have passed on to heaven. And then there's a certain amount of people that I've read that they don't seem to have that joy, and I don't get that feeling of joy and happiness, but it's not a bad feeling either. It's sort of like an empty feeling, like they're in a place of nothingness, maybe. And I feel that that's a place where spirits go that haven't moved on to heaven, but need forgiveness before they can move on totally. So I guess the Catholic Church would call it purgatory. It's a place of waiting until forgiveness is given. But I mean, it doesn't really matter whether you believe in mediums or not. But when you think about it, I mean, people heard Jesus talk after he died. People saw Jesus after he died. Some people even say Jesus himself was a medium. So you really can't go by exactly what the Bible says all the time. I mean, sometimes it's interpreted the wrong way, or it's more exaggerated by those that are reading it. I mean, it just depends on how you read things. Like, for instance, I'll give you an example. The Bible says there's going to be the end of times, right? Now, to me, the end of times doesn't mean the end of the world. It doesn't mean the end of humanity. I believe we're in the end of times right now, and what that means is the end of evilness. Because I also believe the Bible says there's going to be many years of peace. So that would make sense in the fact that if there's no evil, there's going to be peace. So, but anyway, I don't really care what people think about me. I don't think it's nice that people should make rude remarks. If you don't believe in it, then don't believe in it. And nobody's forcing you to, and nobody's forcing you to get a reading. But I'm telling you right now, if you ever have a really tragic loss, like a child, especially a child, or a mother, well, a young mother, or someone that's very, very close to you, a close friend, and you need help, mediums can help you a lot. It helps very much to know that they haven't left us and that they're still around, and to have proof of that. And the things that come out in readings are things that you can't look up. Sometimes there's stuff that's general, but because a lot of people have similarities in their life, in their life situations and stuff. But they'll bring up things like, your favorite color, your favorite song. If you're going to get engaged and don't know about it yet, stuff like that, stuff that you cannot look up. But I just wanted to put this video out there and let you know that, I can understand people being non-believing in the mediumship, and that's their prerogative. But I do really believe that we help people. For myself, I consider myself a psychic medium. I consider myself more of a spiritual medium. I don't tell the future unless those in spirit know of something that's in the works that's going to happen. Like if somebody's got a boyfriend that's going to ask them to marry him, and they already bought the ring and stuff like that, they might be able to bring stuff like that up. Or if there's an issue health-wise, they can show me the area where there's an issue, and I can bring that up to the people. But I don't give lottery numbers. I don't pretend to know what the future is going to hold. I can only tell you what those in spirit know and what they tell me. I don't read auras. I don't read life charts. I don't do Reiki. I don't do crystals. I don't know anything about that stuff. If it's real or not, I don't feel like that's what my gift is for. I just stick to trying to help people heal from loss of loved ones, which is something that I've felt very deeply several times. My sister died at a young age. My mom died at a young age. I lost my 4-year-old grandson, tragically. So I know what it's about, and I don't think that any of us would have survived without a medium. In fact, the medium is the one that told me that I had this gift and I was supposed to be using it, so I did. I started to do that. And I understand now a lot of the things I felt growing up that I couldn't explain before. Fears of some things, having feelings of doom when something bad was about to happen, being afraid of the dark. When I was young, I could feel spirit. I always felt like somebody was watching me, and I never knew why. But now, as I've grown older, I understand all that. Everybody has the ability to do this. God gave us all the same abilities. We have the light of God in us. We are born from God. God made us from Himself. Just like we make our children, we're made from God. So we have abilities that we don't even know about. Sometimes we're meant to use them on the earth. Sometimes we're not. Sometimes we're here we have divine missions, and other people have just missions of learning. So it really is, that's why it's so rare that people can do this, or they don't, like, that's not their main purpose in life. Their main purpose in life is maybe to teach someone else in their soul family something. But please don't ever discourage a medium or be mean to a medium. If you don't understand it or you don't like what they do, that's fine. And you don't have to deal with it if you don't want to. But I do believe that we are here for a divine reason. We do this for a divine reason. And it's strange to say that my grandson, when he passed away, he's the one that literally put me on this path. And from generation to generation in my family, we've been losing a child about that age. And I believe my mother was intuitive, and she should have been doing this, and my grandmother also. And I believe it's going to keep happening from generation to generation until we learn that this is what we're here to do. And hopefully that I've learned that, and that won't happen to the next generation. But just try to understand that it helps other people, even if even if it costs them a little bit of money. God does want us to have what we need. I mean, I don't believe in becoming a millionaire and famous on TV myself. Personally, I would never do that. I don't feel that that's what was meant for me. But other people, they have free will, so they do what they want, But as long as they're helping people, And Teresa Caputo, for one, I do know. I've met her personally, and she is as genuine in person as she is on TV. I do know her intention is good, and she does do it to help others. But sometimes you get caught up in the money and the fame and all that, and that's her thing. But that's just not what I'm about. I am all about trying to help people survive a loss that's very, very degenerating, really. I mean, if my daughter didn't get over that, God knows what would have happened to her. She would have been hopped up on pills. Her husband probably would not be here. If I know him, he probably would have never made it through that. And the medium we saw for a long time was very good, very, very loving, very caring. And she did charge a lot of money, but it was really no more than you would pay a therapist. So, I mean, it was way better results than a therapist, because all they wanted to do is put us all on pills and depressants and antidepressants and stuff. So just know that, as a medium, I understand those that don't want to believe in it and don't believe it. They think it's sacrilegious or against God. But I can tell you one thing: I've never been closer to God in my entire life than since I've been doing this. And I thank God every day for helping me find a way to get through my grandson's passing. And I've done a lot of research about angels and afterlife, and I actually started doing that before he passed, because I just had this feeling I was going to lose him. And it started when my mother passed. I had a spiritual experience with my mother. It was like I knew the moment they came for her, I could feel them come for her, and I could feel her peace and her excitement about it. And that irked me to do some research about past life experiences and angels and stuff like that. And then I lost my grandson, and the next thing you know, he was the first one I heard talking to me, and I'm like, I thought I was going crazy. With the medium that we saw validated for me that I was hearing him. And then she told me I was supposed to be doing this, and it was a very simple one sentence of advice that she gave me to get me going on this. And it's not very hard. It's just a matter of whether you're meant to do it or not, and whether God's purpose for you being here is to help others learn about heaven. So with that, I just want to say thank you to those people that do believe and do not crucify or make fun of us or call us whatever, evil. And that is your prerogative, like I said, but it really isn't all about that. I mean, imagine there's some people that take advantage. There always is, but I do know for the most part, most don't. And with me, I'm sure it's not. I mean, I don't take advantage of people that are grieving. If they seek me, I don't even really advertise much, except for like on my videos and my Facebook page. I will do live free readings on Wednesday nights whenever possible. Other than that, I don't even advertise what I do. So people come to me when they need help, and I help them. That's the way it is with me. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you have a good, safe rest of the weekend. I'm sure a lot of people are still off, or they might be traveling during this time. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give us a like. I also have some books available on Amazon.com. You can search my name, Patricia Giebel, Giebel, and those books will come up. I do offer free Kindles on the weekends from time to time, usually once a month. And if you're interested in a free reading, you could always find me on Facebook under Medium Patricia Giebel, Giebel, and then just message me. I will put my webpage link at the bottom for anybody that's interested in seeing what's available also. Thank you very much for coming, and have a great day.